Good morning. How are you? This is Marianne Grant, Life in Harmony podcast. Today is the first day of your life. It's important. What are you going to do with it? Remember, I talked about cleaning up any of that residue that you left behind yesterday, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, or sexually. If you're down and out and angry and depressed, you're the only one that made the mess. You're the only one that can clean it up. Yesterday is gone and we are not promised tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to go over that wonderful list of all the things that control us throughout the day. Sarcasm. Sarcasm is anger, emotions, bad attitude, enabling, people pleasing, not able to say no, drugs, alcohol, pills, relationships, sex, lust, love, anger, rage, porn, controlling everybody around you but yourself. Distractions everywhere, then you have nothing but excuses. Gambling, work, working out, food addiction, binge TV, phone, podcast, news, caffeine, surgeries, pain. Never having enough, being in a relationship with a man or a woman, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, or sexually abusing one another. Or you may want to add to the list. Okay, today I want to talk about romance. Romance. There is a difference between romance and love. Often, the true path of love begins only when romance has begun to taper off. For love is the capacity to see light when darkness has begun to eclipse it. Love is easy when romance still lights everything in shades of pink. When the experience of a relationship is like the canvas of a sweet impressionist painting, once the reality of our woundings reveals the darkness still lurking in all of us, romance might die while true love does not. Many people are proficient at romance who are not proficient at love. They see the humanness of their partner and say, nah, I want romance again. Then they start over elsewhere, beginning again the path that will always end up in the exact same place. The choice to follow love through to is completion is the choice to seek completion within ourselves. The point at which we shut down on others is the point at which we shut down on life. We heal as we heal others, and we heal others by extending our perceptions past their weaknesses. Until we have seen someone's darkness, we don't really know who that person is. Until we have forgiven someone's darkness, we don't really know what love is. Forgiving others is only the way to forgive ourselves, and forgiveness is our greatest need, running away from someone else's darkness. But we cannot escape. Our self loathing will always meet us down the road. No matter how fast we run, what fancy footwork we're doing, failure to see our judgment of others as an extension of our judgment of ourselves denies healing to both people. Until the next time the lessons come around, which it will. Without forgiveness, love has no meaning. It has no fullness of maturity. Only when two people have shown each other the worst side of our natures are we truly ready for the task of love. Then we're ready to begin. How tragic it is that we so often stop everything just as we reach the starting line. That is why we must always pray to see the truth about a relationship, not just our truth, but God's truth. May God's will be done and not my own is the prayer for ultimate fulfillment because it seeks an emotionally higher ground than the fulfillment of an immature desires. We we must move past the narcissistic preoccupation with getting the love we think works for us. The point of love is to make us grow, not to make us immediately happen. That's a message, a little snippet that I got from Marianne Williamson, and I've seen it happen in my own life. And this is what I was talking about, the level of love and respect that we give ourselves. That is the level of love and respect we will get in return. And we attract who we are being, not who we think we are. This is really powerful. We always, many times, think highly of ourselves. We think with our ego. But when you get into a relationship and when you're done having the sex and the sex is wearing out and like she was saying, the romance and the novelty is worn out and all those things that you said you were, all of a sudden you're not doing anything. You're just laying there waiting to be happy. You're just waiting there for things to happen. You're just waiting there for Prince Charming and Cinderella. And guess what? You're Prince Charming and you're Cinderella, and it's really not that pretty. And this is what we're talking about in the messaging. We all have a dark side of ourselves, we all have a light side of ourselves, and they both have to be addressed. So, in order to ever have a healthy relationship, it's like two dysfunctional people coming together. And I've always talked about this in my podcast. You want to weigh and measure the level of dysfunction that you want in your life. You don't want to start out with a full blown alcoholic. You don't want to start out with a full blown sex addict. You don't want to, I mean, really, you want to weigh and measure your defects before you allow somebody into your heart and get romantic with them. That's a huge, huge, huge mistake. And that's what clouded vision will do for you. So today, what I want you to really look at, and this always comes back to the level of love and respect that we give ourselves. So if you're in a relationship, I want you to be able to look at the relationships you're in with your friends, with people you love, people around you, and really, really, really see whether or not you want to continue that relationship, whether they're going to grow with you, stay strong with you, or whether you need to carry on. But remember, this is why so many people have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven marriages, or not marriages, but they keep going into relationship after relationship after relationship. It's time to stop and look in that mirror. Look at what you're not doing for yourself. Look at that empty hole. Look at your miserableness. Look at your unhappiness. Start correcting that. And I suggest, why don't you spend a year by yourself? Why don't you get to know yourself before you allow somebody else in? And this is where you're going to be more particular. You're going to choose healthier partners, healthier relationships, because you already fulfilled that needy, insecure side of you that is so narcissistic, so egotistical, so empty, that you keep making the same mistakes over and over and over again. And your judgment is horrible. You're judging of everybody, but you're not judging of yourself. And the only way each and every one of us are going to heal is to look in that mirror, look at what we need to judge about ourselves, and start working on that. And remember, balance. Not too much of anything, our kids, our partner, our play, our work. When we stay balanced, it's life and harmony. When we abuse ourselves, everyone we love is infected by it. You cheat yourself and everyone around you. The level of love and respect that you give yourself, that is the level of love and respect you will get in return. Remember, the goal for all of us truly is life and harmony. Our thinking can make or break us. That is why we have to check our thinking and attitude all day long. It has to be as natural as going to the bathroom, or else your head gets backed up. This, my friend, is the greatest gift you can give yourself. Remember, if you have an attitude today, be attitude, being in the highest possible state of happiness, good humor, and contentment with the way things are. Remember, we need those breakdowns to have those breakthroughs. People say, I want to help be a part of taking care of the world. Here's the good news. If you truly take care of yourself all day and be a living example, that is taking care of the world. We all have gifts. We all have worth. We all have work to do. That is the true meaning of taking care of the world, doing your part, no exceptions. The answers lie in each and every one of us. Hey, you manipulators, smooth talkers, narcissists, your words mean nothing and your actions say everything. I'm going to read a beautiful saying by the Dalai Lama. Compassion and love are not mere luxuries. As the source of both inner and external peace, they are fundamental to the continued survival of our species. On one hand, they constitute nonviolence, and on the other hand, they are a source of all spiritual qualities, of forgiveness, tolerance, and all the virtues. The Dalai Lama. Okay, I'm going to read a little snippet by a new version of the Tao Ching by Stephen Mitchell, and today's message is: if you overstem great men, people become powerless. If you overvalue possessions, people begin to steal. The master leads by emptying people's minds and filling their cores, by weakening their ambition and toughening their resolve. He helps people lose everything they know, everything they desire, and creates confusion in those who think they know. Practice not doing, and everything will fall into place. I love this. I all of my perceptions and all these things, I remember before I started my recovery, I thought I knew it all. When I was at my worst stage of my life is when I thought I had it going on. I thought I was the shit. And it was the complete opposite. I didn't know anything. I was running on pride, ego, um, acting in narcissistic ways, selfish ways, where I thought I was kind and giving and caring, and but through my actions and my behavior, it was complete opposite. It's amazing how disillusioned we're so disillusioned in our thinking, in our thoughts, and that's what they're talking about: emptying the mind, emptying your thoughts, because you have to absolutely know that you don't know. And I remember fighting with my sister years ago, and she used to say, and I'll keep saying this over and over and over again, you think everybody needs help. Yes, everybody needs help. And so many people in recovery, they think that they're so different from the everyday people out there. And I say the only difference is you're getting help, and they're still out there acting like a fool. They're still out there on the fence. They're still out there vacillating. They're still out there confused. At least you're into action. At least you're into the solution. At least you're into looking in the mirror and wanting answers. So today, what I want you to really, really focus on is really clearing out your mind, getting quiet, and start focusing on what it is you need to do today to make yourself feel good. And when you find yourself being judgmental and being impatient and being unkind, I want you to stop it and be the bigger person. I want you to correct it. This is what recovery is about. It's about changing our thinking, changing our thoughts, being the bigger person, staying in action, doing the next right thing, because success is really, truly what you do today. And remember, work on one thing at a time. Eventually, it will be a way of life. Don't do too much of anything. Balance is most important. I am clean and clear of all diseases and negative thoughts. What's controlling you? I accept today where I am powerless. I have control where I have choices. I will reach out for help and use my tools today. I accept today and understand the only person I can change or regulate is myself. I will take time to hug and kiss the loved ones around me. I will show my partner today how much he or she is appreciated, needed, and loved. I will speak up for myself today. Be true to ourselves. The answers lie in each and every one of us. Everything we do is a practice and a discipline to master what we want. I will take charge of my life today and realize I'm in charge of all my decisions. I will know when it's time to bow out and let go and trust the process. I will set realistic goals for myself. I will get 7 to 8 hours of sleep tonight. I will set healthy boundaries around myself today. I will not allow anybody to speak to me with disrespect. I will make a conscious effort to eat healthy meals. I will take my vitamins, food supplements today. I will drink 6 to 8 glasses of water today. I will be good to myself today. Whoever can see through all fear will always be safe. I will talk with someone I trust and respect and be honest with them. Accountability is key. We cannot do it alone. We always lie to ourselves. I will trust and reach out to my higher power today. I will accept and say thank you for everything that happens to me today, good or bad. I will not do anything to cause harm to myself or others today. I'm willing to change today. I will exercise today. I will pray for the well-being of myself and others today. I will write a list of all the things I want in a partner. If I become it, I will attract it. Discipline is freedom. Do 2 things a day that you don't want to do to have a successful day. My 2 things are always getting up early, doing my podcast, working out, and keeping my food clean, and the rest will follow. We can all heal together one day at a time. It is a decision from our head to our heart. You can reach me at createyourspirit@gmail.com. Leave your number. I'll go over my workshops, my seminars, and my speakings. I'm doing them once a month. If you want to learn about my services, lifeinharmonyonline.com. Leave your number. I'll go over my services with you. Remember, I'm doing the podcast Monday through Friday. Hit that colorful round button that says subscribe, and the more people that we help win, the more we win. I started out with my book, Life in Harmony, A Guide to Healthier Thinking by Marianne Grant, and that's why I did it in the playlist. So the first couple hundred videos are about life in harmony. And remember, I want you to have a wonderful day today, and thank you for listening.